Good afternoon, and there's a big update coming in for the tobacco players, especially in the state of Maharashtra, as Maharashtra has become the first state to ban loose cigarettes and beedis in the state. Now, this move specifically this ban has come with a view that, loose cigarettes normally do not inform smokers about the consumption and health warning which comes on the packets. Normally you do see that there's a no smoking or smoking is injurious to health, these kinds of packs which have pictures and graphic images which come on the packet. But when you go around and buy loose cigarettes, you do not see that, and that was the main concern, that that warning sign which was a part of a was passed as a part of an act a while back, that was that the smokers are warned about the situation. So that was not happening, and with this to control the youth from smoking more, and overall just the health scenario, looking at the health decisions and how it affects smokers, with that they have banned this, and this is where the ban is coming in and the move is coming in. Now, this move has been even taken place before, but it was not much effective. If over the years you've seen there was a lot of newspaper coming in where they did talk about banning it in the state as well, that passed such certain things, but maybe it was not implemented well, and it is very difficult in a state like such a big state to actually maintain and track this, because there are lakhs of shopkeepers and traders who are going to be selling these products. So at every nook and corner you see people selling cigarettes, beedis. So that is not something easy to keep a track of on the shopkeepers who are selling these products. And also there's no more incentive as such for shopkeepers to actually go through with this thing, because there are a lot of people who actually buy loose cigarettes compared to buying a whole packet. So that is something also which is lacking, and overall there's not enough manpower to monitor that these actions are taking place. Maybe some people do follow it right now, but what about a month later? They would again come back to selling it. So that is something difficult, and these are the headwinds which we may see while implementing this, and we will have to actually watch how they actually manage to implement it. Now let's talk about the likely impact. Obviously, the new order may help cut down smoking among the youth. That is obviously the main reason, and that is what we may see also taking place. And also in the past, whenever there have been any tax rises, how has that impacted smokers, or how has that impacted the smoking pattern, is that normally when there's a 10% rise in tax, that is resulting in a reduction of 8% of numbers of smokers. So that is surely we're seeing some impact over there. So maybe if people have to go around and buy the whole packet, they would not maybe that's increase in their spend. So maybe that would actually impact the people in not buying that many packets, or going in for a lesser packet, or buying in a packet only. So that could maybe impact the sales, but that also has a headwind as well. Now, if a smoker is there and if they're addicted to that, they could buy a whole packet and use their smoke a bit more, because they do have the whole packet. So it is both ways. It's like it could go either right or either left, and we do not know, and we'll have to wait and watch how the Maharashtra government actually manages to implement that, because that's very, very tough to go through. So sentimentally it is weak for tobacco players, but all in all, we'll actually have to wait and see how the implementation actually works, and how this actually does this actually manage to reduce cigarette sales, or how it actually can.